Hi, everyone. Welcome to Leaf Rants. The Leafs win 4-2 over the Montreal Canadiens. They win. They get 2 points, up to 97 on the year. Not too much farther behind Florida. Got 2 games in hand, 5 points behind them. You don't know what can happen. 6 games left on the season. And also, I haven't made a video for the past couple games because here we are. Here we are. This is the Leaf Rant studio. It's called the Black Cave, and I'm so excited that it's finally done. We've been working at this for a while. My stepdad, he pretty much did the entire thing. I helped a little bit. But we've been working at it for a while, and it's finally done, and it's awesome. So this is where the videos are going to be made. I was going to keep it for playoffs, but I figured, hey, I might as well release it now. So let's get into the game. First period, not a whole lot happened. No goal scoring, nothing. The second period is where it really came. Morgan Riley shoots it around, and Austin Matthews decides not to touch it. Ilya Lyubushkin gets it at the point. He shoots it. Absolute snipe. Tipped by Max Domi in the back of the net. And the Leafs are up 1-0. And then 17 seconds later, Tyler Bertuzzi gets it to Matthews, who tries to pass it cross crease, and it just bounces off Savard's skate. Goes right in. Leafs are up 2-0. And there was a hit that a Montreal player made on Jake McCabe. And not Jake McCabe, David Kampf. Let's see here. Michael Pizzetta. And next time he was on the ice with, guess who? Ryan Reeves. And Ryan Reeves absolutely murdered this man. Like, hopefully he has insurance. Like, he does because he's in the NHL. But Ryan Reeves destroyed this man's life. Like, that was gross. That was nasty. Ryan Reeves, you're an animal. And Austin Matthews loved it. Matthews is there going, oh. He absolutely loved it, man. He loved it. And that's great to see. Because just after that, Matthew Knies scores, and it's 3-0 Toronto. 3-0. Matthew Knies. Love that guy. Also, Mitch Marner's back in the lineup here. Connor Timmins is taken out, and Brody keeps his spot in. Gio comes in as well. Who went out for Mitch Marner? I'm trying to think. Gregor? Was Gregor in before? I don't know. I don't have Twitter open. Let's see. I think it's Noah Gregor. But yeah, Austin Matthews, 64 goals. The pace is 69. 71, if he gets 71, like they were looking for him tonight. 71 would be tied for the most goals since the salary cap era, which would be completely insane. Ryan Reeves was asked if he thought it was all over with the Leafs. He said, there was a time where I didn't know if I was going to touch it. If I was going to touch a sheet with this team again, to be honest. And then here he is fighting and honestly kind of locking himself into a fourth line spot, at least for game 1 in the lineup. You need him. Probably take out Pontus Holmberg the first game, to be honest. And you put Calle Yarncroke in that center's position. And I don't mind Nylander third line right wing. I think it's actually pretty cool to be able to do that. Marner works really good with Tavares. I would like to see Marner on the top line and just put Domi on third line right wing, and then or center and keep Yarncroke down there, obviously. But, I mean, I don't know. It wouldn't be too bad. Like, Bertuzzi, Matthews, Yarncroke for a defensive zone draw, let's say. Can't really go too wrong there. Calle Yarncroke is going to be a big add when he comes back to this team. Leafs are, in their last 32 games, they've only lost 10 games. 9 of them. They're 22-9-1, so they've only lost 9 in regulation. In their last 32 games. That's crazy. Crazy. They've been so good. So good. Matthews hits 100 points tonight as well. First Leaf to do it this year. Oh, man. This team was so good. But we're not done there. We're only up 3-0. Then Mitch Marner, like 30 seconds later, to the McMahon. The McMahon. Bobby McMahon. 15th goal of the year. What? Oh my God. He had 1 point going into this season. 1 point in 10 games. He was a -2. Holy crap, Bobby McMahon. Jeez. That's crazy. 15th goal of the year. Somehow. All the goals were in the second. Then Nick Suzuki scores on the power play, like immediately. And to end the period, Cole Caulfield scores his 23rd. Remember when people were comparing Cole Caulfield and saying he was better than Austin Matthews, and he has less than 10 goals, 8 goals to be exact, more than Bobby McMahon. Bobby McMahon. Like, you're hearing me right. He has 8 goals. Cole Caulfield has 8 more goals than Bobby McMahon, and everyone was saying how much better he is than Austin Matthews. Also, love that Matthew Knies scores when everyone was saying, I don't know, Montreal's number 1 pick was so much better, or number 3 pick was so much. Wait, did they not have the number 1 pick? Yeah, they did. They chose to go right past Shane Wright, which is fair. Yorov Slavsky, however you say his name. Pretty sure they just call him Wi-Fi or some crap. He wasn't worth the first overall pick, let's be honest. He probably could have been like a 3rd overall pick. It probably would have been a good spot for him. And I know you're like, well, what difference does that make? Well, you get a little less slack for being the 3rd overall pick in a draft. That's all I'm saying. A lot of pressure to be the 1st overall pick. I don't think he's a bad player. I just don't know if he's 1st overall pick quality. That's it for scoring. And that's pretty much it for the game. Let's see. Reeves, Kampf didn't play that long. Knies hasn't been getting a lot of ice time recently. Marner got only 17-20 in this game. First game from injury, so I don't really blame Keefe there. What about defense? Gio had the least with under 18, 17-22. Then Benoit. He didn't have a lot. Brody played 21 minutes. It's hard for me to envision a playoff lineup with the entire decor healthy without TJ Brody in it, just from Sheldon Keefe's standpoint. He loves to use this guy. He's obviously on Keefe's good side. I don't really know what you do. David Kampf wasn't very good in the face-off circle tonight. It's just shocking for him. He's a really good centerman. But yeah, Samsonov was really good. What's new? Man, Playoffs are so soon. Like they are. There's 6 games left in the season, and then we're here. And we're trying to see if we play Boston or Florida. Boston has 5 more points than Florida, and they've played the same amount of games. So I think Florida's who we're playing. Ha 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 ha. I believe. I do. I believe in the Toronto Maple Leafs. I really do. If I didn't, I wouldn't have done this. This just wouldn't exist if I didn't believe in the Toronto Maple Leafs. But you know what? I do. And I hope you do too. Because it takes honor, pride, and courage. I've talked about this before. To wear this jersey. And I think they know that. And I think they finally are coming together. And yeah, their team isn't as good as last year's. But you know what? They're more physical. I don't know. How many points did they put up last year? Can I check that? Does that work? Probably not. It doesn't. Okay. That would have been nice to know, though. Also, do we want home ice advantage? The Leafs' record at home is 21-14-3. Their away record is 23-9-6. They're 6-4-0 in their last 10. Not the best. Not the worst. Probably want a little bit more from them, but you know what? Yet again, I believe. I believe in this team. I'm all in. I'm all in. Let's get pumped for the playoffs. We're playing Florida. You know what? It's redemption time. Sammy's here. He's going to look good. And you know what? Don't be so hard on Wall. Yeah, he's been struggling, but he's going to be he's the starter next year. Okay? He is. He's coming back from injury. Remember how good he was before injury? Yeah. Yeah, you do. You remember. That's the Joseph Wall we get next year. Yeah. Yeah, now you're a little more optimistic thinking about that. And he's still there. Still the same old Joseph Wall. He's just injured. So, let's go, Leafs Nation. Let's believe a little. We got this. This is it. Tyler Bertuzzi's here. Ryan Reeves. Max Domi. Austin Matthews is on another level. Mitch Marner's playing insane. Nylander career year. John Tavares has really stepped up his game since the All-Star break. Sammy's been unbelievable since coming back from the Marlies. Let's go. So, thank you for watching. If you liked it, then clicking like is great. Subscribe is also really nice if you like these videos. They got DAXtroid. If you don't get the joke, I have a friend named Dax. He's a Habs fan. Destroyed, DAXtroid. Yeah, I get it. You know what? They got DAXtroid.